Hey everybody, it's pt4 here, and welcome to Mega Man 10. Now, what I want to say here is that you're probably wondering that, wait, Blade Man had a picture of himself from the last episode, and now, why doesn't he have one in this episode? You see, I had a bad recording failure. I did manage to recover all the data though, but you see what happened is, after I recorded all the stuff, I turned the Wii off. And then, as soon as I turned it off, I realised I hadn't actually saved the game itself. So then I had to do Strike Man, Strike Man and Sheep Man all over again. And then I had to do and while I was doing that, I thought, hey, might as well beat Blade Man while I'm at it. Anyway, this is Pump Man stage, which is in the sewers, and people are probably, when I revealed Pump Man's design, loads of people were laughing. And now, you see the ones with no legs there? Those are the original Metals in Mega Man 1. However, in this game, they don't actually hurt you, they just shoot this goop-like substance. The funny thing is that when you charge your shots, if there's like a 1-up on the screen, it will actually flash along. By the way, when you're covered in sewer water, it limits your jumps. Basically, it makes your jumping speed lower. And something you should know, when you're in water in this game, and that was a massive fail, when you're in water for this game, you actually jump higher. I'm not even sure how that works, being that you're made of metal, so you should be harder. You should be heavier underwater. But that's just Capcom. That's just the Capcom knowledge. It's Capcom's version of Nintendo logic. And sometimes when you beat those enemies, since there's a sewer pipe and it drops in say it drops an item, it is covering it so you can't actually see it. So sometimes it actually drops an item and you don't know if it's what it is or if there's no item at all. But basically, you know those pipe enemies that block up those pipes? They actually change. Yep, that's right, they change. Because in easy mode they just shoot the basic shot of They just shoot the basic shot of water spouts. Then they shoot a kind of water type attack. Yep, they shoot a water type attack. And then what they then do is then they and in the normal series, and then in the normal series, then in normal mode they shoot this ball, a bit of gunk at you, and that can get on you, can make you sticky. And by the way, this is gonna be really hard for me because I have another a tab open with Mega Man 10 on it, and now I'm going to buy Pump Man's a sewage worker robot. And now I'm gonna basically, here's all the stage enemies in this. There's a douse spider, which I guess are those spider type enemies. A Haker N, don't know what that is. A Numtail, no idea what that is. And there's an R Susie, which are basically those things you're seeing on the screen at this moment. There's a Spring Parts for 91, which are basically those shrimp things. There's a Furibon, taking to mind that only appears in hard mode. There's a Machine Gun Joe, which is only in hard mode, and there's a Solar O, only in hard mode. And apparently, some trivia, Pump Man and Chill Man are the only robot masters in Mega Man 10 to actually have faces. I'm not kidding you. And also the design of Pumpman's arms are quite similar to Oilman's arms. Oilman being a robot master from the Mega Man Powered Up series. And also now I'm gonna be if I can use it, a weapon tank, which basically restores all your weapon energy for one item. And also, Pumpman was one of Bubbleman's beta names and designs. Basically, Bubbleman is a robot master in Mega Man 2, and basically Pumpman is basically Bubbleman in a certain, and it missed. Basically what you have to do is basically what I'm doing, except actually make sure it actually hits your opponent, is you have to make sure the lightning actually hits him. And that's it. And in Japan, Mega Man 10 is known as Rockman 10, Threat from Outer Space. I have no idea how that even makes any sense at all, but that's what it says. And next we'll be going on to Sheepman. No, not Sheepman. We're not going on to Sheepman. If anything, we're going on to Solar Man. And by the way, there's Tango on the screen next to the guy wearing the metal hat. Something I didn't know is that this game is also on the PSN. Now, Solar Man. Solar Man worked in a sunlight research lab before he went berserk from Roboenza. In his spare time, he developed a solar workout plan which has experienced small success. What? Does that even make sense? I don't know. And here's the list of the enemies in this stage. There's the mini boss Suzak and Phoenix, which we'll be seeing. There's also these fireball enemies in this stage, and wow, that was a fail. Known as tackle fires, and that was a massive fail. And Jesus. That was a fail among fails. Also, there's these flower enemies we'll be seeing in a sec, which will charge up and then fight to shoot a massive blast. Yeah, well, I lava instant kill because, you know, it melts you. Well, I better just. Alright, these are all the enemies in the stage: Tackle Fires, Solar O, World Triot, which I'm not sure what that is, Yield Bane. I'm assuming one of them is these things that kind of remind me of Yellow Devil. And this is Suzak and Phoenix, which kind of remind me of Heatman in a way because of that really annoying attack. There's in hard. These next ones are only in hard mode. There's sorry if it sounds rude, but this is actually how you pronounce it. Oshitsu, Oshakuritsu. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. It says, if you don't believe me, go on Solar Man or Mega Man knowledge base. It says that there's something known as a Searchy, there's something known as Shot On, a Swallow Egg, and Tsaris Stamp. And I'm sure the Tsaris Stamp is that enemy in yeah, it's that enemy in Commando Man stage. Also, this guy is extremely weak to the water shield. Since I won't be doing this, I better tell you about special stage bosses which you can download, and they're called the Rockman Killers. First one is Enka. He has an attack where basically, like, if you shoot, he basically like it rebounds your attacks back at him. And there's actually in the game Mega Man Base, he actually has CD data. Unlike Mega Man 10 and Mega Man 9, they don't actually have proper ones. They just don't. Right. First model of the Mega Man Killer robots. With the Mirror Buster, he can reflect any enemies you attack. And he has a catchphrase known as "Be true to yourself." Good point, soulful. Bad point, gloomy natured. Likes Nebeki ya undon, and dislikes foreign robots. Talk about racist. Or stereotypical, whatever they call it. Now, the next one is Punk, who's weak to Tinker's weapon. When he uses up his main attack for Screw Crusher, he is invincible. The second model of the Mega Man Killer robot, by the way, this is Mega Man CD and base CD data. He prefers fighting fair and square. It's strange for a guy that has the name Punk. He fights fair and square. So to be, you scum. Good point, policy followers. Bad point, punky appearances. He likes accessories and dislikes the PTA. Not sure what that is. I do know what PTA is, but he does look like a punk though, if you do look at him quite clearly. And then there's the last one, and by this is oh great, Internet Explorer has stopped working. Now I have to get back on it. Jesus. He's dead. Let's see. Now for the last one, called Balade, whose weakness is a Screw Crusher, and his attack is known as the I can't remember what it's called. It's like the Balade Cracker, right? But his personality is really. I'm gonna have to say this really quickly. He believes that he's the strongest robot. He can't help fighting strong robots who look strong. You're merely number 2. Good point. Challenging spirit. Bad point. Stupid. Likes being number 1. Dislikes a disappointing foe. Buys it. This is IBNS437. Buys a pie.